Hello everybody, Floppy Hat Photos back here again for another episode of cleaning out the rental house. And I have this first bedroom here virtually all cleaned out. Only thing that's left is an owl hanging up on the wall over there that I've got somebody who's a fan of owls that I'm going to pass on to them. A shelf up on the wall that's going to come down. I just don't have a screwdriver here right now. And then there's 4 yearbooks. I'm going to try and figure out how to see if the family wants them. They didn't seem to want them when they were here, but maybe they've had a little time to rethink about that, and maybe they're going to want those. So I have no idea how to find them and get a hold of them. Last I knew, a couple of them didn't have phones. I don't know any numbers and all that kind of stuff. So who knows? We'll see what happens here. That shelf's going to come down. I'm going to pull this carpet out. There's been water in here at some point because there's like the floor is squishy. I don't know if you can really see or not here, but like there's, I don't know what they have, because the house should have a hardwood floor, but it looks like they put some kind of laminate down and it's gotten wet. You can see the humps in the carpet there. You guys can see how that's moving. This is all going to come up, and I want to see what the floor looks like underneath it, because that's going to be a big concern of kind of where I go next. And I don't know where the moisture came from, because there was a big metal shelf that sat here. You can see it rusted into the carpet, so I have no clue. I don't know if there was water under the foundation that soaked up to the floor, or if they spilled a lot of water in here all the time. I don't have a clue. I know for the longest time this room was closed off. You can kind of see there's a curtain there. They had like multiple blankets and curtains hung up, so maybe it was just the humidity in this room. Being as how the house never had air conditioning in the summer, it might have just gotten so humid in here, and they never opened the windows. The woman that lived here never had her windows open. Like, they were painted shut, and it was all I could do. A handful of years ago, she was super hot, and she wouldn't buy an air conditioner. The one that she had, her grandson had bought with her credit card, I don't know, they took and gave it the second time around or something. I don't know what the hell happened there, but that was kind of an odd thing. But I did come over and get a couple windows open for her back then, and it would help to get some air moving through. She had ceiling fans in the main room she was in all the time, living room there. That seemed to help, but this room was never used the entire time I knew her. So I don't know, really, like I said, I don't know what's going on with the floor. I'm going to hopefully tear it up, hopefully find out that it's just like a plywood or something, like cheap flooring they put underneath the carpet, and hopefully it's going to look good, the hardwood floor underneath that. So if it's not, I'll have to put a whole new flooring in here. It's going to suck. They do have these weird little built-in closets. You can see the old walls used to be. There's some moisture damage on there. Just humidity again. Down at the bottom, same thing. They're just cheap plywood that made into the closets, but they're built in the room. No big deal. Unfortunately, they had nice baseboard at one time in here, and that got all knocked out to put this crappy paneling in. So I'm guessing the full length paneling would have been put in the 50s. So that's unfortunate. Also, they went ahead and the paneling they bought was too short to fit the whole length, and they ran it down and they left the last 10 inches and put the seam at the bottom, which at first I was like, that's such a waste, but it does make more sense when you're putting it up. It's easier to hold the big piece up to the top. But also, most of the furniture, beds and stuff, would hide the bottom seam, so you wouldn't notice it so much as you would in the top. You have nothing up there to hide it. So I kind of actually like that now. I look back at it and actually realize what they've done. So the other thing I think is kind of interesting in this house, the plugins are pretty high in the bedrooms here, which are kind of cool, because most of the time you're like having your bed there, having a shelf or a dresser or something. It's kind of a cool little idea. So, and there is a ceiling fan in this room also, you can see up here, and there's those little 1x1 tiles. That's all good, but my main goal today is to get this flooring torn out, and I got to figure out what's going on here in this closet, because there's carpet in here too. But you can see, I don't know if you can see or not, there's another like 1.5 inch gap that's taller in that closet. So I got to figure out what they've done there and try and get this all figured out. About to pull this carpet up. Kind of scared of what's going to happen. I'm going to go get my dust mask and get that done. I'm going to go ahead and get the dog out of here, because God only knows what germs and stuff are coming up out of this carpet, dust and dirt and everything, and rust and mold. So I'm going to get him out of here before I do this. That way you don't make him sick too. So real quick, I'll show you one last little walkthrough here of what's going on. This is all just kind of staging stuff that needs to go to the dump. Some of it's good stuff that I'm just kind of storing in here. I've got like a bunch of bird feed and that's over here. Just kind of got it off my own front porch, a little bit area. There's a shelf in that corner I put in. This has got a bunch of stuff. A couple things that had a little bit of value I thought here from the house might be able to sell. Most of it's stuff from my own warehouse, from my own house, that kind of thing. I'm just kind of staging here. I might make this into like a yard sale house for a little while until I get it finished and kind of go that way, kind of stage some stuff out of it. The next bedroom over here, it's semi-cleaned out. There's a cedar chest that came out of that front bedroom my propane heater and stuff, just kind of some stuff that needs to go to dump, some stuff that might have some value again. And there's a closet over there that closet's actually going to get removed completely. I want to make the kitchen bigger, so I need less closets in the house, more kitchen is what I'm after there. Again, the plugins are nice and high again. I like that idea. And there's another built-in closet that is kind of framed in the wall there. Threw up some plywood on the top, made some little slider doors, and then put some pocket doors that they have just hanging on tracks here. So that worked out nice. Basically the living room, dining room, coming back through the bathroom. I'm not going to show you, there's no windows in there. I don't have electricity here yet, so it's still super dark. Kitchen here, it's pretty much all cleaned out also. I've got all the cupboards and that emptied out. All of it's just surprisingly tons and tons of junk. She had so much hoarded food that had just went bad on her that she has never used and stuff. It was kind of sad to see because a lot of times she said how she had nothing to eat and that kind of thing, and I never went digging through her pantries and that to find it, but I did, find it now. So there's also this great little armoire type pantry thing there. I absolutely love the mushroom wallpaper. It's just stunning, and that blue paint is amazing. It needs to come in and get a coat of clear coat on it to kind of help keep this stuff from flaking off anymore and protect it. But I think this piece, in the right household and the right attitude, somebody would absolutely love that thing. So then back out here to the porch, I got most of the stuff out of here kind of lit up. There's some stuff there I think somebody might want. I don't really have any use for it, but stuff that I think has a use to somebody. So kind of holding on to that. I hate to throw stuff away if somebody else can get use out of it. Also have out there, let's see for focus, got my wood barrel, burn barrel going, just a bunch of garbage and stuff I'm kind of burning. Old magazines, papers, wrapping paper, all kinds of junk like that. So that's pretty much the wrap up here of the house. I'm going to tear up that carpet today, I hope to, and get that in the trailer and get it hauled off to the landfill for I think my 5th dump trip and go from there. So I kind of want to get, my main goal is kind of hit the big pieces, and then I want to start in one room and work my way through the house. Sadly, a lot of it is, I'm over here, I'll get going pretty good on it, and then I get overwhelmed with seeing a person's entire life being like thrown away because nobody wanted it, and it just really saddens the snot out of me. I get so depressed in the whole deal, I literally just I leave for weeks. I can't come back over for a long time until I get my mind back straight again and realize the fact that when I'm over here, I'm throwing away somebody's entire life that nobody else seemed to want. And I know people don't care a lot of times and stuff, and you have that issue where nobody really cares about your old birthday cards and that kind of junk, but it just makes me sad to see that there was 25 or 30 years of this woman's life here, and nobody wanted it, and it just, I don't know, it saddens me. A few old photos here and there, but just like handwritten letters and just tons of stuff like that just, I get so sad in the process of it. I'm about to get freaked out again here and how sad it is, but I've got to stay off that because I got to get this done. I got to get this house cleaned up, get it all emptied out, and at this rate it's going to take me 5 years to do. So I've got to get past it and realize the fact that everybody has their own choices in their life, and everybody has to move on and just be the best they can be now, regardless of what used to be in the past. So that's all I got for now. I'll talk to you later. Have yourself a safe and wonderful day, and I really hope you don't end up like this. So take care.